You know that kind of embarrassment that makes your face burn and your stomach twist, and the kind that comes from your own mom thinking, humiliation is funny? Yeah, that was my childhood. Every single birthday, dinner turned into a public circus because my mom thought it was cute to tell the restaurant it was our birthday, and when she refused to stop, my brother and I decided to teach her what embarrassment really feels like. If you've ever had someone completely ignore your boundaries just because they thought it was funny, hit that like button right now. Because this is one of the most satisfying turn-the-tables moments you'll ever hear. I grew up in a small town during the 90s. You know, before phones, before social media, before you could just text, "Don't embarrass me." Back then, family dinners were a big deal, especially birthdays. My mom was the kind of woman who loved attention, not in a bad way, but in a look at me, everyone's smiling, I made this fun kind of way. The problem? My brother and I were the exact opposite. We were shy, quiet, the kind of kids who would rather blend into the wallpaper than have an entire restaurant clapping for us. So every year when our birthdays rolled around, we'd beg her, "Mom, please don't tell the servers it's our birthday." She'd nod, smile sweetly, and say, "Of course, honey. I won't." And then, without fail, 10 minutes after ordering our food, we'd see that dreaded group of waiters marching toward our table with that clapping rhythm everyone recognizes. The entire restaurant would turn their heads. People would cheer. And my mom? She'd be grinning from ear to ear. Meanwhile, I'd be shrinking in my chair, wishing I could disappear into the carpet. It wasn't just embarrassing. It felt like betrayal. Every year we asked her to stop worrying, and every year she just laughed it off, saying things like, "Oh, come on. Lighten up. It's your birthday, have fun." But fun for her was misery for us. By the time I hit my teenage years, that embarrassment had turned into anger. I remember one dinner vividly, a pizza place downtown. She promised again not to tell anyone. I believed her, stupidly. But as soon as the check came, I saw that look on her face, that mischievous little smirk. And before I could stop her, she whispered something to the waitress. 10 minutes later, boom, a loud cheer, clapping. A waiter holding a cupcake with a candle so big it looked like fireworks. I felt my entire face go red. My brother looked like he wanted to crawl under the table. And my mom? Laughing so hard she could barely breathe. That was the moment I decided, and enough was enough. Later that night, as we sat in the car on the way home, my brother turned to me and said quietly, "You know, we could just do it back to her." At first I thought he was joking. She loved the attention, right? She thought it was harmless fun. So maybe, just maybe, we should give her a taste of her own fun. The plan was simple. Every time we went out, whether it was a family dinner, a random weekend lunch, or even a stop at a diner during a road trip, we'd tell the waiter it was her birthday. The first time we tried it, I was nervous. We were at this small Mexican restaurant, and while Mom went to the bathroom, I quietly told the server, "Hey, it's my mom's birthday. Can you do that birthday thing you guys do?" He smiled, winked, and said, "Of course. We'll make it special." 5 minutes later, they came out, clapping, cheering, and carrying a massive sombrero. They put it on her head, handed her a dessert, and started singing in the loudest voices you can imagine. She froze. At first, she laughed awkwardly, but then I could see it. The same redness that used to creep up my face every time she embarrassed us. My brother and I tried to keep straight faces, but we couldn't. We were giggling so hard that even my dad started laughing. Mom just sat there, smiling through it, pretending to enjoy it. That was round one, and we didn't stop there. Over the next few months, it became our little game. Different restaurants, different songs, different hats, but always the same stunned look on her face when she realized what was happening. Sometimes she'd glare at us. Other times she'd just groan and say, "You two are unbelievable." But we'd just smile back and say, "Oh, come on, Mom, lighten up. It's your birthday, have fun." Then came the night. Dad's birthday dinner, the big one. Fancy restaurant, family dressed up, even a cake ordered ahead of time. We weren't planning to pull anything, not that night. But when Mom teased us again, saying, "At least no one's singing tonight, right?" My brother shot me a look across the table. And I knew. We told the waiter while Mom was distracted looking at the menu. Half an hour later, the lights dimmed. A cheerful group of servers came marching out with a cake and started singing, "Happy birthday to you." Mom looked around, clapping, trying to find the birthday person. Then they stopped right in front of her. The look on her face? Priceless. Dad burst out laughing. My brother nearly choked on his drink. And me? I just sat back watching sweet poetic justice unfold. She went through the whole song, blushing, laughing awkwardly, but she got it. She finally understood how it felt. When the singing ended, she looked at us with this mix of shock and surrender. Then she said, "Okay, I give up. No more birthday songs, ever." We agreed. And you know what? She actually kept her word. It's been over 20 years since then, and we still laugh about it sometimes. Not because we embarrassed her, but because it taught all of us a lesson. Sometimes people don't realize how uncomfortable their fun can be. And sometimes, a little harmless payback is the best way to teach respect. If this story made you smile or reminded you of your own family karma moment, smash that like button and tell me in the comments, what's the funniest revenge you've ever seen someone pull off? And don't forget to subscribe, because I've got plenty more stories of sweet, satisfying payback coming your way.